What's up, fool? What's up, fool podcast? What's up, everybody? Felipe Esparza here. The return of Martin Moreno right here. Lisa Esparza. Rodrigo Torres right here, man. What's up, fool? We're still tripping out, man, from last week when we had the guy that was speaking to Lisa's dad.
It was definitely a surprise.
So what'd you find out what the other person was?
Oh, well, that Robert Raymond, he kept saying Robert, and then the guy I was thinking of at the end of the show, Bill, my uncle Bill, his middle name was Robert. And I asked his son if he had emphysema. He said he never was diagnosed, but toward the end, like right before he died, he had a horrible cough. And he was a smoker. He smoked so much. When we were on the little boat, the little ferry that picked us up behind their house, and then went into through the
Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach area. It picked us up at their house. They were rich. I don't know. And we went down into the little boat. It said no smoking. And I was like, man, how's he going to pull this off? Because he was like chain smoking the whole time we were there. And then he just stood in the back and smoked because he's paying for it.
He was hiding a cigarette.
Wow. He had a cigarette on him the whole time.
Shit, I would have smoked too. Fuck that.
What's up, fool?
Constant smoking.
Check out the What's Up, Fool podcast live on youtube.com/ATC. All right?
Right now.
What's up? Right now. Go check it out. Live.
Click on the live video.
Check out the link, people.
You guys think people like that are chosen? Like they're just sent? Like to have those energies that can like actually detect some of that shit? Whether it's like in the ballpark, which normal people can't do? Because they say the little kids that come out talking already and have a lot of personality, that they were like they're built to be a prodigy. They were something before, or like somebody's soul that was like something went into that.
Well, what's his name? AJ was saying that he started like super young, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that shit.
Like seeing stuff.
Because I've always tried to see shit, and I don't see shit, dog.
I read stretch marks, bro.
It's a long story.
I read stretch marks. I could show when I look at stretch marks.
It's a sketch, dog.
Back in the day, on someone's ass, that I knew right away what they've been through. How many kids they have, what they eat, what they lack. Actually, Larry Oma had the joy say he reads nalgas.
That was a chick that had 4 kids. She had no stretch marks, no nothing. She was perfect, dog.
What kind of lotion she has?
I had stretch marks from gaining weight on my thighs, but I never had one. I had never had stretch marks on my stomach. From
My sister doesn't have no stretch marks from a baby either.
No.
My mom didn't either, bro. She had like 8 of us.
Yeah.
And some of them just is
Or
built
9.
different.
That's just nuts.
Yeah, 8. Two didn't make it.
She had 9.
9, yeah.
You know what? Maybe everybody's just sensitive to it. Has the same capability.
Or you can't lock into it.
But yeah, you just don't tap into it.
Right, because he said he meditates and he like clears his mind every day to like be able to feel that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and,
so
like,
if you're doing that on the reg, maybe you're sensitive to stuff as well. I don't think it's just if some people have it, some people don't. I think some people tap into it and some people don't.
Because have you guys ever been to a haunted house that they say is haunted and you never seen anything?
Sure.
Because I was at a haunted house that was legitimately haunted. It was Aaron Blair's house in Corona, and people said, "Oh, dude, it's haunted. You can feel stuff. You can feel it gets cold, it gets warm. You can see eyes." And I stayed up all night. I didn't see shit, dog.
But don't you think that if somebody just puts that in your head,
you're already they got you,
and you're creating it. Whatever the hell you create in your head is a reality, becomes a reality.
Because when your parents would tell you to be afraid of chamuco, shit like that.
100%.
And you're already afraid of shit like that already.
Even Catholicism and like religion and stuff sticks with you. You know what I mean? Like that sort of feeling because it was ingrained in you as a kid.
My mom was just scared me by pointing at a man in the supermarket. You don't behave, that man's going to take you. And it's really like a creepy old man buying one magazine and one Dr. Pepper, bro. Hey, bro, your hair is not straight, it's curly, right?
It's naturally curly.
I remember I picture the big photo with the afro looking like a rock star, yeah.
Yeah, like Nikki Sixx hair.
Yeah, but then I see the curls right now, like Adam Murray curls right here to the side.
When it's wet, it just
you
fucking
blow
curls.
dried your hair today, huh?
No, I didn't. I just left it. Like when I leave it, when I blow dry it, I can straighten it out. But if I just leave it, motherfucker just gets
You look
curly,
like you're the
bro.
heavyweight champion of garage wrestling, bro. Like you wrestle in mattresses, bro. They charge $5 to get in. And
see, that's the way the real UFC started, right? Or not?
Yeah,
UFC,
$5 to get
all that
in.
shit, WWE, all that.
We're
backyards.
We were talking about because Lisa, I mentioned this. We were talking about we were watching the documentary of James Jim Carrey. It's called Jim and Andy.
Jim and Andy.
Oh, that's a great
You were talking about that shit. I
documentary.
still haven't
Man,
seen
I've
it.
seen actors do that, but he did it good.
And what's
Like
up with
when
it?
when you stay in the same character through the whole
becomes him.
time.
Yes.
Because I know Martin Moreno was
Mad Method?
Don Corleone through the whole movie.
Yeah, even off camera.
Like he wanted to be
between
called Don
takes,
Corleone.
all that, yeah.
Is that method acting right
Yeah.
there?
He's like-
he had people murdered in real life too.
Matthew McConaughey does the same thing from what I hear. Like
Yeah.
he'll call you your character name. He won't call you your real name. Even when it's a camera break, yeah, he'll call you by your fucking.
You know what's
the
annoying when a
character.
person has a small role and is doing that.
when he's an extra.
Hey, bro, please don't call me Felipe. Call me background number 8.
Hey, didn't that happen with Terrence
Call
Howard
me
and Jamie
Doug
Foxx?
number 2.
Didn't that happen with Jamie Foxx and Terrence
Tell
Howard?
the story, bro.
He's all, yeah, man. I'm chilling, right? I'm in my Timbs. I'm
Who's
watching
saying that?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie
I'm
Foxx
watching
about
the
Terrence.
Charlotte Hornets game, and I look out the corner of my eye. Is this some motherfucker's grandfather? And it was Terrence Howard. He's all, what's going on, Ray? He's all, dog. We at a basketball game, man. We
You're
chilling.
calling him Ray at the game?
Man, Ray, we out here. We gotta stay in character, Ray. He's all, brother, get a beer or something. Relax. Let me get some girls for you. Man,
no
I can't
beer
do
back
it, Ray.
in the days.
Bro, you know
I'm surprised we in here.
You know what's even crazier, Silent Bob, is after the movie's over, motherfuckers that stay in the character.
Well,
And
that's
they said
bizarre, dog.
well, that happened to what's his name because he got so deep. They
Who?
said they had to send him to like therapy.
Carrey?
No, not Carrey.
Willie
The dude that played
The originator, Stanislavski.
the Thors, the guy that played Jim Morrison.
Oh,
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. They said that even after the character, he was like just let his
LA
panza go.
woman.
He just let his panza go, and he was just hanging out in
At the whiskey,
bars
huh?
all over the place, all over London and shit, just partying his ass off. And that he was as that character. Now here's the crazy thing about Morrison is that did you see No One Here Gets Out Alive, the documentary?
No.
No.
I think I did.
So did you read the book? No One Here Gets
Negative.
Out Alive. You motherfucker.
What's it about?
I
check
have
it
it
out.
on my next thing to watch.
Educate me.
When
gotta
he talks
cue it.
about that, there's slaughtered Indians on the road. When he's a kid, he's on a road trip with his parents, right? And he sees this Native American
Yeah.
family that's dying
It's
on the
in the
side
Doors
of,
movie, that vision,
So
yeah.
so they're all dying, right? And he's the last. So he's a little kid, and he's the last one to see the medicine man die. He takes his last breath as he sees the little kid Jim Morrison, right? And supposedly in that tradition, the medicine man, when he was on his deathbed, he'd be with the elders of the tribe, passing on all his wisdom and all his knowledge to the next medicine man, right? So supposedly all that shit went into Jim Morrison's head, and listen, Jim Morrison did a lot of LSD, a lot of peyote,
Yeah.
and so if he starts believing those traditions, like I said earlier, if you believe it in your head, it fucking happens, bro. So if Val Kilmer did everything to get into that role, there's no way he didn't go into the New Mexico desert, take peyote, and start frying. Jim Morrison died solo, right? So that spirit was just wandering around. Could it be that this fool was out there annihilated and the spirit possessed him, and for a long time this motherfucker thought, I've got the spirit of that Indian dude that Jim Morrison had.
No wonder they stopped running his Mark Twain show because he brought 2 slaves.
Oh
He
shit.
took it to the next level. He brought Huckleberry
I just think Val
Finn.
Kilmer had some issues.
Hey man.
I know that somebody,
I mean, that's a little obvious.
I think that Michael Douglas, when they were doing that horrible Lion movie, put him to the side and put him on check and told him, listen, man, you're costing the production a lot of money.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
What movie was
I
this?
see a medicine
Some
man.
horrible, Lionheart, I guess. I don't know. It was a horrible movie. And he disappeared pretty much after that, man. We didn't see him get to a Heat all fucked up.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Doris was before Heat?
Yeah.
Way
Really?
before.
Yeah.
Way before.
That shit was in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that scene when he's getting a blowjob in the elevator. I was like, "What's wrong with this fool?"
But you don't know, right?
I didn't know, dog.
So
and
in
then
Heat-
and it's a fucking fool's all. He's getting a blowjob, homie.
And I didn't-
I was like, "What's a blowjob?" man? I need to get one.
Nice.
But in Heat, he doesn't have any lines, does he?
He
Yeah.
kills it, though.
I
Yeah,
know,
he has.
but that's-
Remember, he's arguing with the wife about leaving and the
yeah.
kid and the money and
that's
shit.
Right. Ashley.
His
got-
line,
Yeah.
his only line
I
was,
got-
I had a horrible Super Bowl.
I felt like he had no
That was a
lines in
badass
that
I was
movie.
going to get
movie.
any couches, any furniture for that house.
It's a bad pad
My
too.
favorite,
though.
my favorite scene is when he's looking up at his lady and he has a fake ID and the cops are right there, and she's looking up, and they ask her, "Is that him?" And she goes, she's telling him with her little hand to leave like this. Then he has a face like Pops.
Oh, shit.
Hey, bro.
And he takes off. He escapes.
You're
With no money, right?
Dude, your memory is fucking amazing sometimes,
Crazy
motherfucker.
sometimes.
Only when
Crazy memory.
But I don't remember like 5 minutes ago.
It's like selective. But hey,
You got right about
He
that.
doesn't
Hey,
remember
fool.
people's names.
but they also had it in that movie. Remember, she was cheating on him.
That's
and all
right.
that
Henry
shit?
Rollins is in that movie.
Yeah, fool.
And he,
Yeah.
Henry Rollins?
My favorite part, man, is in that movie when they're when they got everybody together and they already know there's heat on them, bro. They're watching them. Then they watch the cops and they're telling them, man, listen, man, we have enough money. You want to go through this job? And then he's telling that guy, what's his name? Tom Sizemore. He's telling them, listen, you got
Badass.
stocks. You got money put away. You got money to send your kids in college. You know, you don't really need this. You know, you don't need this action, you know? And he goes, I'm in. He goes, for me, the action
That's what they live for.
is what I live for.
God,
The action is the risk.
They didn't give a fuck about the money or none of that. They get that fucking rush, dog.
the rush.
But
from
Val
the
Kilmer
fucking
needed the
smile.
money, bro. He said, I need this.
Because the
Then
lady,
they Trejo's
dog.
just a driver, bro. He's the
Yeah,
actually in. They
dog.
fucked that fool up.
Yeah. But you know what fucking scene was badass? Because Robert De Niro could have walked away and not got caught, but he went back and killed that fucking biker dog for all that
Yeah,
shit
bro.
he did.
My favorite part, bro, when he grabbed that
that.
dishwasher and goes, listen, man, 30 seconds. You want to come, you in or out. And he fucking throws that fucking towel in the fucking grill and dies, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
cabrón.
dude. Because remember that fool was being a dick to him. It's when you get out of
Yeah.
prison, you're on parole, and they're all fucking punking you for your pay and all that shit. Fuck that.
That was that little kid from
What's going on,
you've
bro?
been through this before.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know what the fuck that, dude.
He really empathizes with
Dude.
that guy.
What's up,
Just
fool?
bro. Motherfucker's getting fucking fucked over all the
Happy
time.
holidays.
Happy holidays, people. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah.
Martin, man, have you ever had a Thanksgiving at your house where you fucking took out with a cousin and got lo corte and didn't come back and cousin desmadre? Or you were gone for Thanksgiving?
No, dude, but my mom's,
Fucking rob the
but my
bank,
mom's fucking godson. I was a little chavalito.
Her
This
nino.
yeah, she was his nina, bro.
Little
This
chavalito.
motherfucker got annihilated, bro. Coked out.
Holy
He was in his 20s, and he stole the turkey, bro. He stole the turkey. I guess he got hungry or some shit, bro. He stole the fucking turkey with the whole fucking thing that you cook it in, bro. The whole bahia, right?
The roasting pan?
Yeah, the roasting pan. My mom was
What's
like,
the
she's like, what the
Don't
fuck?
forget, bro,
You
he
stole
even-
the fucking pavo.
You're
eh?
lying,
bro.
dog.
Not only that, bro, he even took the fucking those mittens, bro, to hold it.
The whole thing. You know, we woke up,
What's
no
it called?
leftovers, bro. That was the
Oven
first
mitt.
time.
Oven mitts, bro.
Yeah, so that
So
fucking.
what were you guys doing when nobody was paying attention to that turkey,
He came
bro?
at night, bro, when everybody
would've
was
been no-
asleep, bro.
What are
He
you guys
just came-
cooking?
you
What
guys
are you guys
sleep?
asleep?
What?
Put it in there. We're gonna go to
Came
sleep.
in
We'll
and
wake
took
up in the
the
morning.
goddamn- there was no more
Were they
fucking turkey.
Were they
bro.
cooked or not cooked?
Oh, it was cooked. It was ready. It was all the leftovers. It was like at the end of the night.
I thought that food came, I thought
no.
that food came in when you were watching football,
No,
bro.
no, no. Everything that was left.
Well, you were
everything
watching the
that-
Twilight
we-
Zone.
Yeah, we weren't watching no football. We
It
were
was like
watching
the
something
dog in the Christmas
Spanish.
story, eh?
No, I mean, no. So it was at the end of the night, and this motherfucker took all the leftovers, bro. He
What
took
a
the whole
dick.
thing with, and never brought the bahia, bro. He's like, "Oh, Nina, I'm gonna buy you a whole dish set." Never
those are words of a drug addict right there, dog.
Yeah, bro. So he was a crazy motherfucker. He had a van. He got in trouble one time because he was chasing a
With a
fucking
van or what?
ambulance, bro. Like he was on the freeway and the ambulance was going, and he fucking got behind it.
I'm
and
helping
took
him, eh?
off, bro. He's, you know, motherfuckers were crazy in the fucking 70s.
Where's he at
homie.
now, dog?
Getting sabe, bro. I haven't heard from him in years.
Are you serious?
You know, it's fucking, you lose track of the fucking paisas. But I don't know when I've gotten fucked up for Thanksgiving, of course.
You never got mad at your house and just flipped everything over?
No, bro.
Like
Not
that little white boy in that video,
Everything
dog.
up for her.
No, did you?
Hell yeah.
It sounds like
Yeah, bro.
it sounds like
yeah,
you want
bro.
somebody to back you up and be like, yeah, hey, me too.
Yeah, we all flip things over on Thanksgiving.
You're looking for like fucking validation.
What the hell?
Just bagging on
What,
each other.
were you
Bro.
loaded or?
No, one time I said that last year, bro, but I think I can say this. I can say this time without stuttering and crying. Bro, in third grade, we made all like for Thanksgiving. You know, we made turkeys and we like I don't know whatever, right? But we made little cute little
Centerpiece. Or placemats.
no tablecloth, table mat,
Table mats.
table mats, right?
Placemats.
Placemats.
Yeah.
So fool, I made one, bro. We all made one. We never ate in placemats ever, bro. We never ate forks. Our forks never came together, you know. They just threw it at you. We never had like a napkin.
You didn't have a setting, like
We
a
never had
table set.
settings.
Yeah.
So I brought the fucking apron, and then I told him we're about to eat. I said, well, hold on, I gotta get something. And I went to get my placemat. My dad ripped it, dog.
Oh,
He ripped it in pieces
why?
just to be a dick.
That's a dick.
Like, don't be bringing trash to the table. Like, he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, he didn't know
He
what
thought
it
we were coloring, bro. He didn't give me a chance, bro. I'm gonna present it to everybody.
How old were you?
Bro, I was third grade, dog. I would
Bro,
have
that's
killed that
traumatic, bro.
I never forgot that shit.
That's
dog.
traumatic, homie.
So I was there eating, they're crying, bro. And everybody laughing.
God damn. They were laughing.
Sorry, dog.
Sorry, homie. And then you flip shit over?
Nah, bro. Just held it in, bro.
And then later on, you flip
10
it
years
over.
later.
Fucking
Remember when you ripped my man, you cocksucker?
fucking dad walking around the neighborhood with a black eye. What happened? He finally hit me. Batman came alive.
He's like, what placemat?
You don't even remember, Havo.
I was losing.
So you and your
That's
world,
the crazy
dog.
thing. That's the crazy thing.
But
is
it
that-
was crazy, though, that I was angry. And then my dad was like, you're mad? Better not cry. So I'm like,
Oh, that's the worst.
and I'm like,
bro.
and then my brother, her laughing, bro, like going like this, pointing.
Oh
I
my
want to go in
God.
and kill them, bro.
Break those fingers, dog.
And my brother going like this. My brother Angel.
Oh my God, that fool.
Worst.
Dude. That, you know what? Parents do some evil shit to you, dude. My dad used to be a dick.
But
bro.
not
A
to
dick.
defend your dad, but dude, like
No,
they
no,
don't
don't
really
def-
know.
there's no
They don't
defending.
know about all that shit, and you know what I mean. It's not
Nah,
like,
man.
like you know what I mean. But I
He was a
still.
manipulative alcoholic.
But I can say too, though, if Felipe's gonna bring his placemat, none of the kids had a placemat, so
Bro.
they'll fucking get that over
Bro,
with. But
no,
who
this,
the fuck knows?
This is
dog?
how fucked up my
I
dad
want for
was, bro.
everybody.
This is how fucking
That'd be cool, dog.
how fucking twisted my dad's head was,
Tell us,
right?
eh?
He'd get wasted, bro, and he'd be like, okay, ya me voy.
Fuck.
Me voy a matar.
What
And-
the
dude,
fuck?
yeah.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna
real?
kill myself, right? And then me and my sister would start crying. They'd
So you're
like,
gonna start playing
no, don't go. And we'd be holding his leg, right? And he'd be dragging us, bro. And he's fucking walking out the door, wasted, bro. Me voy a matar.
Whoa.
Aquí nadie me hace caso.
God damn, dog.
That guy from Atlanta said, I'm going to draw that tonight.
Talk to him, Jefita.
Bro, and so he'd leave, bro, and me and my sister would be like right
How
there
old were you,
crying, like,
fool?
oh, bro, little homie, like in fucking first grade, second grade, some
Total same size, huh?
little, like, okay, because then by the time we got older, but I just caught that.
He
Eh?
called me Tony back then, eh?
Ah,
Little Tony, Big Tony.
I was very
Tonito.
tenacious.
Romanesque. Hey, bro, what kind of kid were you though at that time? You're happy, right? I'm just
I was a
You're not the
fucking
little kid.
very in like
Into the
I was
arts.
awkwardly social, bro. Like when growing up, like as a little kid, you got to figure my parents were immigrants. They never my mom never left the house.
That was
because
what
she
I'll do. They
afraid.
just fucking work hard, get
Hard.
paid.
Worked his ass,
cheat,
drank
huh?
his ass off, like literally every day drank and got up, no hangovers. My
every
mother,
day, huh?
every day. My mom she didn't speak English whatsoever. She was illegal for many years, so she wouldn't want to leave the house. So there was a lot of fear in the home type of a thing. Like, ay, no hagas mucho ruido. Don't do this.
Kinda
Don't
like
make
my house,
noise.
bro.
Don't do this. Don't do that. And so when we must have been little because he kept pulling that same stunt of I'm gonna kill
Every
myself,
year?
bro.
He
when
just
we got-
said that, but then he wanted to kill himself.
no,
right?
bro. And then one day, like, eventually,
Fucked
it was
up.
like, dude, it got to the point where you're like, you know what? Fuck it, eh? Go kill yourself, fucker.
How old were you then?
By that time, I was like already like in fucking 6th grade, 5th grade. By that time,
Oh,
I was
shit,
like
you're old.
over it, bro. I was
Listen to
over
Slayer
it.
and
Yeah,
shit,
I was
huh?
done, bro. I was done with this motherfucker.
Your mom never said, "Ya mátate, pues."
Oh, dude, my mom would be like, no se va a matar, nada. No, he's just lying,
She
man.
knew he was bullshitting.
He was full of shit, bro.
He's a performer.
This motherfucker, bro. One day he left, right? And when he came back, I'm like, hey, man, thought you were going to kill yourself. And he goes, esto es lo que pasó. This is what happened. Me aventé en el freeway. Like, I threw myself
He's already
onto the
lying to
freeway.
your ass, dog?
Bro, he said he threw himself over in the freeway, and all the cars, he goes, one car stopped. And he grabbed me and he said, what are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? And I told him, estoy matando. And then they said, no, ¿Tienes hijos? Yeah, I have kids. I have a wife. And they told me, go home. Go home to your wife and kids. And I'm looking at him. Motherfucker, nobody stops on the freeway, bro. You jump on the freeway, you're going to be fucking toast, you motherfucker.
They told him, so come back tomorrow and try.
Yeah, oh, bro, it was like, by that time, after that, he realized, oh, this shit ain't working no more. But when he was, I don't know what it was, bro. I guess.
Did he have a traumatic childhood and shit?
Oh, dude, he did, bro. My dad, he was born with polio in 1931. And to a family of like 16 kids. So they thought this motherfucker ain't gonna make it. They literally put him out in the barn to die. And they're not gonna waste the food on this motherfucker. So what his one of his legs, I don't know if it's right or the leg, was literally this thin, and was higher than the other leg. And so they just put him out there pretty much to die. His older sister felt bad, the oldest one, and she would sneak food into the little where they kept the chickens or whatever the fuck it was.
In el corral.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. And she'd sneak food, the leftovers, she'd sneak them into this fucking runt, right? And the motherfucker survived. And they'd look in and they'd be like, he's still fucking alive. What the fuck? But they didn't know that she was sneaking food to him. And then he survived. I think his dad died when he was like 7 years old. And so his older brothers would beat the fuck out of him. That was back in the day where, it was Mexico, bro.
What part of Mexico are they from?
A small town in Sonora called Rayon. And he left and they moved to Guaymas, and I think when he was like maybe 12 or 13, he got into a shrimp boat and he started working on the boat, and he took off. He ran away and took off, and was like, when people say, were you raised by sailors? He was literally raised by fucking sailors. Wow. His most formative years were with fucking sailors. So yeah, so that's a traumatic childhood, I would say, So I think when he would provide a roof over our head and food, I think he felt like, motherfuckers, you got way more than I had. What do you need? What do you want? ¿Qué más quieren, cabrones?
Yeah.
I'm giving you all this. Like, I'm giving you all the tools to succeed. We landed in the hood. He landed in the hood, but he had no idea that it was a hood. It was 100 or 1,000 times better than the place that he originally came from. So, yeah, it was fucking, he had a crazy goddamn childhood.
That's brutal, man.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't mean to fucking bring down the goddamn conversation, but yeah, the motherfucker was raised by sailors. He was a fucking stone alcoholic. He was a fucking stone alcoholic. Just drank his ass. I remember being a kid, and he'd give me beer. Like we would drink. We'd have keggers in the backyard when I was in high school with all my friends, and he'd be partying, trying to hook up with my homegirls and shit.
But he probably didn't have any. I mean, he had no example of somebody loving him like a parent.
None
so
whatsoever.
He had no way of knowing how to be a parent either. And for the most part, right? Like,
none. And I didn't
just
realize
a provider.
that.
Like, I'll do what I'm supposed to do, but utilitarian more.
100%.
Wow.
And see, I didn't realize any of that. Like, in retrospect now, I think back, like, he was a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
like,
man.
the fact that he survived that much and went through it and was able to fucking come here to another country, learn the language, and be as successful as could be as an immigrant. I'm like, that motherfucker, he had fucking balls, and he had drive, and he had determination. But back then, I just looked at him like, fuck this goddamn drunk, like, fuck this asshole.
A lot of immigrants think it's hard now. I think it was harder back then, dude.
It's
in the sense that they fucking weren't really communicating with the mainstream or none of that shit. It was like mad subculture, dude.
Listen, it's always been tough for immigrants. I think back then it was tough. It's tough now. There's always been an anti-immigrant sentiment, and before us, when the Irish got here, there was a fucking anti-fucking sentiment against
Italians.
them. Everybody.
Africans.
Because what I'm saying is that, like,
everybody.
after, like, amnesty in 86, a lot of fucking paisa put the pointy boots on and the hats, and they didn't give a fuck if they were illegal or not. Before, I remember a lot of people
were afraid.
They wouldn't even come out the fuck.
Yep.
No, yo nomás sé que la traila con nomás sacando el ojo.
Bro, they were like, hey, fucking, you want to go to the movies? No. Last week, the fucking migra showed up and took 30 motherfuckers, took 40
Hell
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They used to pick up motherfuckers
left
on
and
the
right.
rag back then.
But back then it was just funny. You're yelling, "Oh, la migra!" People would laugh, dog. But people get scared.
Bro, we'd go to there was
Chiquero papeles, cuidado.
It was no joke, bro.
a theater called El Teatro Granada in Wilmington, right? The Pomegranate Theater, right? And we'd go. It's nothing but
Hey,
Mexicans.
Wilma's rival is San Pedro, huh?
San Pedro, fucking Harbor City. Everybody's
The
the
world.
Well, bro, West Side Wilmas is East Side Wilmas is their rival, bro. They fight with everybody. Eh?
Peleoneros.
But they have infighting too, huh?
Oh, there's a lot of fucking infighting there. But what the fuck was I talking about?
The pomegranate.
Oh, the Teatro Granada. There was motherfuckers that would show up with like a spotlight, bro. The cholos would show up with a spotlight and those fake sirens, bro.
Cholos are dicks like that, dog.
Bro. And they'd be La Migra, and then they'd put the fucking bright lights, bro, and everybody would scatter like a cockroach, bro. And bro, I was legal and I'd still run with the paisas, eh? Cause I didn't know what I just saw everybody running. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta run too, eh?
What's up, fool? Why in the fuck did no one tell me that the new Terminator was Mexican, dog?
Oh,
What?
Gabriel Luna. That motherfucker
Yeah,
walks
Latino,
in, bro. He's chasing it's like a whole new story, man. He's chasing a new John Connors, Juana Connors.
Yeah.
A little Latina
Shut the
girl.
fuck up. Is that
She's the
fu- is that
leader-
the real-
she's
is that real?
She's the new leader of the resistance.
What?
Bro, they fucking deport her. Was the Terminator about to save her?
Oh, see, now I want to go see the Terminator.
Bro,
I was tuned out.
He
I was
walks
tuned
in.
out.
They didn't market it right.
They didn't
Hell
market it
no.
right.
No, they didn't.
That motherfucker walks into the fucking deportation when they have everybody, all the paisas, and start looking for her and start stabbing the fuck out of all. You know that crazy scene in Terminator 1 where he killed all those cops?
Yes.
The same shit happened in that movie, bro, with fucking Border Patrol.
Wow.
And not only that, dude, this motherfucker can make himself into more Terminators.
Oh, I want to see this. See,
So-
I
That's James
had
Cameron
already
shit,
turned
right?
out.
Yeah.
He's all into that
he wrote
shit.
It. I mean,
That
yeah.
movie bombed, I heard. Because
Yeah, it
I don't think it was a good movie. But when you're something you're looking for a movie that bombed, I go like, okay, did Terminator bomb? The first two that came up, I could write a story why this movie bombed. James Cameron was fighting with the director, Tim Miller, I guess. He directed Deadpool 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he left that movie because Ryan Reynolds wanted to act and direct.
Que madre.
God damn, I gotta deal with that bullshit
Dude,
now.
You gotta
it's
deal
so
with that
crazy
shit.
the behind the scenes.
Well, we're gonna
bullshit.
get. So we started off with Jim Carrey, the Jim and
Yeah,
Andy.
yeah.
Bro, he's fucking Andy Kaufman through the whole movie, bro.
Yes.
Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
like
was fucking pissing
unknowingly.
everybody off, like fucking just showing up in the middle of the night doing crazy shit to people.
The director told him, Milos Forman told him, Jimmy, you need to talk to Andy.
Yeah.
You need to
Dude.
talk-
I saw that
you
whole
need to
documentary.
talk to the other guy too.
Bro, one
And
of
he
the
goes like
best
this,
things.
You want me to get rid of them? No, get rid of them. I need to just send them to settle down.
That's fucking awesome.
Because he was at a party there was just a side party, and everybody came up to him as Jim, and he'd say, you mean me? Like they would say something about Andy. He said, you mean me?
But
And they're like,
supposedly
no,
he was
this
at
is a
the
regular
beach.
party.
He was at the beach meditating, because
Yeah.
figuring out how to play the role. And supposedly Andy came into his consciousness.
Yeah, that's what he
and
said,
then
yeah.
started talking. Like a lot of the family drama as well that had been going on ended up getting resolved and fucking put out during the filming with like the people, the survivors from his family.
They were all surrounded around the
Yeah,
project?
dude, they had a lot of input to say this is what this motherfucker's life was about. But they dealt with him as if it was Andy come back to life, and they fucking talked about old wounds, and this motherfucker addressed it as, I mean, sounds fucking crazy, but you know what? He's on a whole nother level.
I need
bro.
somebody to imitate my dad for that fucking placemat, bro.
Relive
He
that
will
shit.
get punched.
Bro, so people are putting Wilmington, Ghost Town. Yeah, big shout out to freaking Wilmington, dude. You know, it's hood, but fuck it, bro. It was a great place to grow up, man.
It's still hood, huh?
It's still hood.
The hood with
100%.
oysters, eh?
It's
In
still hood.
Wilmington, near Willowbrook, or the same area?
No, that's
Willowbrook's
in
down the way.
Willowbrook's down the way, down Wilmington Avenue. So Wilmington Boulevard and Wilmington Avenue are different. What was I going to say? You were talking about a show. All these, we're talking about Jim Carrey. Have you guys seen on fucking Netflix a show called Comrade Detective?
Comrade, it's a Russian show?
It's what's that place next to Nadia Comaneci? Where's she from? Romania. So it's Romanian. It's based in Romania. And remember in the 80s when you had like Red Dawn and there was all these movies that were propaganda, like here come the Russians, they're evil and we gotta fucking save and
war games.
Like all those shows were like it was
Red
like
Dawn.
Red Dawn, all those shows. So this was their version, but from a communist perspective.
So
from a communist Comrade Detective. And so the fucking, it was a show, I think it was only like 4 or 6 episodes because the Berlin Wall fell. So there was nothing left to do after that, right? But it's like everything you saw from us saying how scary the Cold War era the Russians were, they're saying how scary fucking these capitalist pigs are, bro. And they're fucking fighting to for communism to fucking survive. It's fucking crazy, bro. They had to go through 5 governments to get this thing on the air.
Nice.
And who's the dude from Magic Mike? The pretty fucker. Channing Tatum. He's the guy that does the voice of the lead detective. Damn. And he's the one that fucking made this thing happen. Bro, it is fucking hysterical. When they start telling people, like, you listen to that, the West just wants to turn all the women into whores. All they want is money. Like, they're looking at monopoly, like fucking a way to indoctrinate kids into fucking capitalism.
Brazil wants that too.
Bro, oh yeah,
like a rap song,
Bolsonaro, bro. No, bro, the show is it's worth checking out because
that's badass.
It's a fucking great show. If you're looking for a show to watch.
I was watching a show about the 80s, these 80s spies. It's called The Americans.
It's
like I watched the first 2 episodes.
It's so crazy, man. She's a murdering girl, man.
Where's this on?
It's on Hulu. No, on Amazon.
Yeah, but it used to be on like FX or something.
Yeah,
right?
On FX.
But it was on for like 9 seasons, right?
Yeah,
8 or
it's
9
long.
seasons.
It's a good show, bro, because they're like
undercover.
They were raised their whole lives to be Americans in the United States. These 2 Russians, and they're living across the street from an FBI guy, bro.
What?
And man, all they do is spy all day, bro. Like this guy he has infiltrated women that work in high places, like maybe she's a secretary for a CIA agent, like infiltrated her so much to practically marrying her just to get her to go inside and do all kinds of shit.
Right, like they're married, but they go out and they'll have affairs with people just to get intel, just to like get
the real deal
to another person.
And they have 2
I had
kids.
a thirst for material.
But they know about
that
each other.
Cool.
I saw a scene,
they're doing this for the Kremlin.
I saw a scene where both of them are having a threesome with one guy, while the 2 husbands are scavenging through the whole house, bro, and putting bugs everywhere.
Wow.
And then, bro, dude, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's crazy because their kids, they want the kids to be spies too.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
And they start indoctrinating the children. Yeah.
And
dude.
it's deep, bro, because like they've been around since like the 60s, since like civil rights.
Sure.
And some of them recruited Black Panthers in it. So they have a whole network of, dude, it goes deep when they get involved with the Black Panthers. Not really the Black Panther, but like
affiliates and shit.
Like real crazy a Black Army, bro. And they know everything, dog. And then when they finally, like, the guy ended up getting murdered, bro, they took care of them, bro. Like, the family got a kind of money. And that woman, they flew her to Russia when they found out that she was married to that dude, and she still thinks that she's gonna come back and go get her, dude. She ain't never gonna come back,
bro.
How many episodes or seasons deep?
I mean 3.
Okay.
Oh, 2
I
actually.
thought you would watch like 5 or something.
I mean, season are there 6, 7?
No, they're like
8 or 9. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a dude fucking on this one, on the Comrade Detective, the opening scene. Fuck it, I'll spoil it.
Spoil it, bro. There's only 4 episodes.
They bust these dudes with a bunch of cocaine, right? And they're like, "What are you doing to our citizens of this country? Who do you think you are? The CIA in America who floods the black neighborhoods with this fucking evil drug?" Bro, that's way before anybody. Dude, that's fucking in the 80s. That shit didn't come out until the 90s, bro. And they were fucking
and didn't get confirmed by real evidence until like a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
like last year or the year before.
Well, what's his name? The guy from the Mercury News in San Jose is the guy that blew up the
Freeway Rick.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah, like people were talking.
Kill the Messenger is that movie. But
people were talking about him for so long, and then finally it was validated like 2 years ago.
I had a teacher in the 7th grade that was talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
literally selling. That's
We're
how
all
they
sitting there trying
funded
to
the
believe
war.
them all.
Well,
But you don't know.
But when that story broke, was when that the CIA had done all that shit and heads rolled. That same week, it was the same week that the story broke about the Monica Lewinsky and Clinton and the dress full of cum.
Overshadowed all that shit.
Cum on the dress is going to be a bigger story all the time than motherfucking CIA conspiracy shit.
But that CIA conspiracy came out of that Oliver North thing and all that shit.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it fucking bled from.
There's a book called it's called Cocaine. Basically, it's a white book, and it's I was up all night reading it. It's pretty much a documentary and a biography of cocaine.
That sounds
where
funny,
it
bro.
started.
Cocaine. I was up all night.
The roots.
Is
where
that
it
the
started.
one, the documentary that's like in
No,
two
it's
parts?
a book. It's a book I
Oh,
read.
it's different?
It's
And
a
how
book
it
I
blew
read.
up and how they distributed it, how it got popular all over the world.
From the Incas doing it, bro, all the way
Yeah.
to the first drug
To now.
dealer, and Freeway Rick Ross is in there too.
Bro, that whole thing. I mean, watch if you guys haven't seen a movie. It's a movie called "Kill the Messenger."
Yes, I saw it.
Fuck, dude. The dude commits suicide. The dude that ratted on the CIA and broke the story, he committed suicide. The dude shot himself in the head twice, homie.
Yeah, right.
Must have been a double shot Derringer.
Ruled a suicide, dog.
Well, dude, look at Barry Seal when they popped him in Arkansas, and they had him playing full of coke, all that shit, and the federal marshals had him, and then they get a call because fucking Bill Clinton was the governor at that time. Let him go, and they fucking flipped him. What the fuck are you talking about? We got the guy. They're all, let him go.
People are fucking
Isn't
crazy.
that fucking
He got
nuts?
Crazy world,
And then when
homie.
they finally caught him, from the and not in some other in Narcos, when they caught him in Narcos, he was not Barry Seal. He go, hey, before you gotta catch me, man, I got my get a jail free card, and he showed him those photos, bro. The photo that he took with the plane of Escobar greeting him and all the luggage and everything around. He go, let's talk. And then a month later, some sicarios came in from Colombia and blasted that for Miami.
Because Ronald Ray, they released the photo, and then they
Yeah.
killed him after that.
Idiots, bro. They put it out
But
there.
they burned him just to
Yeah,
kill
they
him
burned
to
him.
fucking that shit don't get out. But then it ended up
It
getting
was
out.
like a double murder, right? Like, well, this guy covered it up, and this guy doesn't never talk.
And
Of course.
Epstein didn't kill himself. Nice.
You know what, Raza? You have the show coming up, right? Your show coming up?
Absolutely. I've got shows on the 20th of December, homie. I'm doing an all Spanish show in Ceres, California. That's in the Central Valley with
Hey,
the guy
that's
Puras
where
Fallas.
that's where Manny Maldonado was born. Where
Ceres?
you from? Ceres.
Yeah, it's right by Modesto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be out there doing
Series.
a series.
Yeah.
It's Ceres, not series. But anyway,
How
fuck it.
did fucking Manny Maldonado say it?
Serious, bro.
That's on the 20th of December, and then we're heading out to Iowa City on the 31st for
Nice.
New Year's. Me and Hooter. On the 2nd, we'll be in Chicago, and on the 4th, we are in Morris Plains, New Jersey. So get your freaking tickets, raza. And then we got that show coming up as well.
December 11th.
December 11th out at the Paramount with it's all Spanish show with Jesus Trejo, Silent Bob, Tanya Estrada, and then also on the 15th I'm doing a toy drive in Espanol at the Ice House for like for Christmas, for Navidad en el Barrio and shit. And we got Irma Velasco, the love child of La India Maria, and Raúl Velasco will be
Awesome.
making an appearance.
Are you serious?
Yeah, homie, she's
got one
showing
too?
up.
Well, we had December 10th. You're going to be doing that, the one in Riverside, the Spanish show?
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up? For November 29th to December 1st, I'll be at the Pittsburgh Improv. Hopefully you guys will make it out. December 6th, I'll be in Grand Prairie, Texas. Funny and famous show with D. Ray Davis, Faison Love, Coco Brown, and Marlon Wayans, people. December 10th, Riverside, California, all Spanish show at the Life Arts Center. December 13th, Portland, Oregon, Revolution Hall, my wedding anniversary. Might show up on the 12th, you never know. December 17th, Tijuana, Mexico, Antigua Bodega de Papel, a Spanish show, man. These shows are awesome, man. After the show, we go have tacos. Shit, we have tacos before the show. Shit, I eat in San Diego before I get to TJ. Man, but those tacos were
Phenomenal.
calidad.
Calidad, raza.
December 20, I'll be in Santa Ynez, California. Too much casino, people.
And, I wanted to say, there's more in December, but what did you want to say?
No.
I wanted to say...
we are in Santa Cruz.
No, not yet.
All right.
But I wanted to say that you're shooting your special in Santa Ana, your Netflix specials in Santa Ana, California on January 27th and 28th. And the 27th is in English, 2 shows. That's
limited tickets.
That's almost sold out. We maybe have 100 tickets per show left. And the Tuesday, the 28th, is all Spanish shows, both of those shows. Those are about half sold. So hurry up and get your tickets. They will sell out.
Por favor.
This is at the Observatory in the OC, and there will be seats. It's not standing room, even though that's mostly a concert venue. There will be seats, but no assigned seats. That's it.
What's up, fool?
Dude, what's up with the love child from Raul Velasco and India Maria? Who's she look like?
Bro, she looks like both of them mixed together.
She was born on Siempre Domingo.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
homie.
I heard about that before.
So
they had
she's
a love
all
child.
over. She's all over the Spanish TMZ type of shows.
Okay. Damn,
So apparently, La India Maria gave away a few kids because there's another chick
Tanya
that got
Estrada.
confirmed. That got. That's good. Fool.
This fool, dog.
That got confirmed. She was like in a famous band. She's a singer, and then they hit her up and they said, "Hey man, La India Maria's your mom," and she's like, "Yeah, I don't talk about it, but yeah, she gave me away and shit like that."
Damn.
So this other chick came out, and so she was born.
Fucking India Maria. She's still alive?
No, she died a few years back. But La India Maria was like fucking. She made over 100 movies.
Dude,
she was a
talented
director.
lady, dude.
She was a woman director in Mexico, which is completely a
she
man's
can do
world
that shit
today.
already. Oh, fuck yeah,
You
dude.
know, and she was able to do that. So I mean, she was huge. She's like I would say she's the equivalent of Carol Burnett in Mexico. Or close to that, right? So supposedly she gave Irma Velasco away. I interviewed her on my Spanish podcast, No Te Asustes, available on iTunes and Spotify.
Nice plug.
Nice.
You still have Yo-Yo-Yo?
Of course,
Okay.
still doing Yo-Yo-Yo with Hooter. We just had Eric Rivera promoting his HBO special, Super White. So shout out to the homie
That's
Eric Rivera.
crazy. She had a love child.
A love child, homie, with Raul Velasco. And those dudes were like, Raul Velasco was on top of the food chain in Mexico.
World.
Bro. On top of the world, right? He made careers. Like, if you were on Siempre
He was a
Domingo,
kingmaker,
it was a
dude.
launching pad. And then it just came out not too long
Led
ago.
Zeppelin. Not Led Zeppelin. Van Halen was on one time.
On Siempre Domingo? Yeah, see, I didn't know that. But apparently...
Gotta make sure I ain't lying.
Well, Pedro Fernandez, the little kid,
Yeah,
as a
Pedrito
little kid, he was
before the
Pedrito
movies, yeah.
Fernandez. Now he's like a bona fide, ranchera music star, right? But if you got on Siempre en Domingo, you were going to get launched. And this just came out not too long ago where it was like people were paying money. Like if you didn't pay the money,
it's pay to
you
play,
weren't
dog.
get on. You wouldn't get
You
on.
doing that thing too, huh?
Oh, 100%.
You pay like a motherfucker, dog.
100%. And supposedly
Payola.
he stopped Luis Miguel from blowing up early on. Because they wouldn't pay the fucking money, or he just had some kind of vendetta against
I
them.
heard he was hated on because he's originally from Puerto Rico.
Probably
whole
so.
thing
Who
was.
knows what it was? But he stopped him from blowing up, and all that shit came out. And then it came out just how much money, fucking. Because I think it was Televisa, right? It was
Yeah,
it was
originally.
before. It was Televisa, and dude, they controlled the entertainment fucking industry in Mexico 100%. So Raul Velasco, he can't come out. He was married with his family. La India Maria was married with her family. They can't come out and say, hey man, we got this fucking kid. So they gave her away to the maid, and she was raised by the maid.
Damn.
Dude, that
Did they
is nuts,
finance
dude.
the maid or anything?
think
Did they get some sort of funding?
They had to have given her some fucking money. They had to, right? I mean,
Oh,
you
how
would
horrible.
figure.
So she grew up entirely with the maid as
She
her
grew up
mother.
with the maid, and I think she was raised here in the United States.
Wow.
She ended up in foster care in her early teens because I guess the dad was molesting the fucking kids. And so she went and testified and all kinds of shit. And then they said, and then that's when she found out that it wasn't her dad. They said, well, he's not even your dad, and blah, blah, blah. And then they told her, and she was like, well, what the fuck? And then she found out, and she tried to hide it. Like, I guess she was like embarrassed of the whole thing. and she never came out. And then recently, there was like some tragedy in her family, and she's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm tired of hiding. If my son was able to die, I'm just gonna say I don't care anymore. I don't care who finds out. And she put her fucking story out there.
Wow.
And everybody's fucking interviewing her and running with it. She was on that radio show, Erasmo y la Chocolata.
Mm-hmm.
She was on that thing a couple of times, and then plus a bunch of like I said, the TMZs of Mexico or of the Spanish language. They're all fucking interviewing her. Bro, you should have her on. She speaks perfect English.
Yeah, I'd love
That
to.
is crazy.
Great story. Great story.
That's
You know,
fucking
like
good.
we only interviewed her in Spanish, but she speaks fluent English. If you, I'll give you her contact info, and you guys could have her on.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Superman from Hollywood Boulevard, the Superman that dresses up like Superman. That fool passed away, bro. Somebody
What?
got him with some kryptonite full of meth. He was
No,
homeless.
crypto meth.
actually, he died in a bin, a clothing bin. You know those ones that
Yeah,
you,
bro.
you,
He
you
was trying
like
to put his
donate
clothes
clothing.
in there and
No,
clothes
he was
in.
trying to get clothes out, get clothes out, like to keep warm.
And then
'cause
what
he was
happened?
homeless, and he died in there. I think he hit his head or something
Oh
and
my
just
God.
died upside down like that. His feet were sticking out.
There was a comic that just died a couple of days
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
That,
yes.
Liam Gallagher, I believe is his name.
Big dude, real
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah,
he remember Gibbs from the.
He
He,
like
looked
that.
like a giant Gibbs.
Liam
Gallagher.
I don't know him.
Comic
I
named
never
Liam
met him,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've heard nothing but
I
good
did a
things
show
the
about
guy.
him. Cool, big dude,
Real-
kind of biker looking guy.
I think he was in his 40s.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, young, super young guy. So yeah, rest in peace to
Sucks,
that
man.
dude, man.
R.I.P.
But yeah, he looked like a. Remember Gibbs, the door
Yeah,
guy
look,
at the.
just
at
that
the-
type of body.
He looked
kind of
ju-
thick, but like
dude,
very solid.
He looked like
muscular.
a taller version of Gibbs. 100%.
That guy?
No, that's not him.
No, that's a
Who the fuck
fucking
is that?
singer from fucking
Liam Gallagher, bro.
That's Oasis. That's what I thought when he said Liam
Yeah,
Gallagher.
Oasis, hang on.
He was as big as an Oasis.
Nice.
Liam Gallagher.
His name was Liam Silent Bob?
Liam.
He performed at Liam's.
I think I'm.
Performed.
I saw
at
somebody
Liam's. That's
post
more like
something.
it.
Hang on.
Now we're all fucking looking.
Somebody
right
said
here.
Liam Kennedy, fool.
That might
Oh,
be it.
Liam Kennedy, that's his name.
That's
I
his name.
That's what
apologize.
Mario says.
What did you call him, homie?
Stoner Rob's best friend. That's what
Yeah,
Mario
I
said.
said, that's how I found it. Yeah, Liam Kennedy. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, this dude.
Both Irish names.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
You as soon as you see his face,
You're like,
recently
oh shit!
died.
I've seen him. I didn't know the guy, but
I've met him a couple times.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing recently, right?
Uh-huh.
man.
And dude, everybody has. They say that he was the nicest dude fucking ever. Everybody's got nothing but nice things to say.
Adam
about him.
Murray said something funny. It doesn't even matter if the guy was a piece of shit. Just wait till he dies. He's the nicest guy ever.
No, there's people that die and you're like, that motherfucker was a piece of shit.
Have you ever seen a eulogy? Anybody calling somebody a
Bro, when Hitler died, nobody said he was a good guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, this guy, huh?
piece of shit? He's still alive, fool. Following that fool. Yeah, that dude, dog. Brutal, man.
Bro, it's so
He
fucking
had a
crazy.
short. He was supposed to perform December 4th at the Ice House.
He was supposed to perform at the Ice House, his favorite place, he said.
So he passed away of what?
I don't know. Well, we got back on a Sunday.
But he was sober, right? Or no? Or no?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I haven't talked to Stoner Rob yet, but yeah.
Trouble for not letting everybody know I got out of the hospital and I'm doing good. I really am doing
He had a heart attack recently.
Oh,
He
shit.
had a heart attack on November 12th.
Fuck, man.
So this is what's his name, homie?
Yeah, Stoner Rob's homie.
Stoner Robbie.
Bro, you know what? Sometimes I look and I think to myself, I'm fucking fortunate to still be walking around, bro. You know, when you see all these dudes fucking dropping before they hit 50, you know?
Or healthy food like what's his name? Sully McCullough.
Siddiqui.
Yeah,
Sully
Siddiqui, bro.
didn't die. Siddiqui.
Dude, just look at everybody we've known from comedy since I've met you guys, that fools that passed, dog. It's fucking freaky, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
And when he died, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he was fit.
God damn,
He was
dude.
fit as fuck.
Yeah, he had something wrong with his stomach, right? Something.
I think
somebody
so,
said
yeah.
it was like a stomach.
Motherfucker, dude. Like, but it's true, man. Have you ever had a near-death experience where you almost could have died?
Fuck, all kinds of times.
Just right now.
Dude, fuck, dude. just driving to fucking Mexico wasted, bro, onto Ensenada like
That
a fucking
time
maniac. Those fucking times I had a guns pulled at me, fucking been shot at, fucking, stupid
We need
shit.
Joker right now. Say, you got shot at, eh?
Hey, what's up with that one story where you were all talking shit in Mexico with some guys? You guys were all fucked up. I killed 2 people.
Nah, bro.
Lay where you
tell the other
rest,
story,
man.
bro. The other story. That was a good one. I don't know if I was there, but I know the guy passed away because every time I go to San Diego, I get people that come up to me and go, hey, my brother passed away. He loved you guys. He always talked about you guys. We're here because of him. One time you went to San Diego, you hung out with this crazy motherfucker, and he cut in line at the burrito truck. And he cut.
Jesus Christ, I don't remember.
You were
that.
partying with this dude. You say we went, bro, we were partying in San Diego after the show afterwards. And said you and Ivan went with this guy and a bunch of dudes, and he went to Adalberto's, and that fool cut in line in front of everybody.
No, that was Willie.
No, it was a dude. He was like a big shot of San Diego.
I don't remember that.
You were all locote, bro, doing bums and eating burritos.
I don't need when I do coke. Hey, you remember that one time in Oxnard? When we were
I
there?
do remember that in the garage. Yeah.
They were doing lines off that fool's
motorcycle.
It feels Harley.
Yeah.
Hey, they weren't.
Guess you got it like that.
Hey, they weren't feeling Willie, huh, fool?
Hell no, nobody ever felt that fool.
Dude. They were not feeling Willie that night,
lost
dog.
my train of thought. What were we talking about before?
That
this?
motorcycle took my attention, dog.
Oh, you know what I did the other day? Speaking of being healthy, I went on a hike, Raza. Me and G. Riley went on a hike over by the Hollywood sign.
Oh yeah, man.
Over by the Hollywood sign.
We're stranded.
Bro, you know that motherfucker's 60, right?
Yeah, dude.
60.
He looks good for his age.
Yeah,
bro.
he looks fucking great for his fucking age. And so we went on this fucking 2-mile hike incline, right? And this was the
How
second
many times you sat down?
Once. There's a bench on the midway point, and we sat on the bench for a little while. But I'll tell you what, bro. The first time I did it, I couldn't walk for like 3 days, bro. My ass hurt, my knees hurt, my calves hurt, my shins hurt, everything fucking hurt. And I told him about it, and that fool's been running on the sand his whole life, right? And we went up there, bro. Let me tell you something. The fucking thing is to keep on moving. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep on fucking moving, bro. There's motherfuckers that just sit in front of a goddamn, TV all day, and then they fucking wonder why they got heart disease.
Dude, I know
like
a fool that got a hip replacement. He's never done shit.
How old is he?
He's close to 50. But he's from sitting on the fucking couch, dog.
Yeah, bro, your shit deteriorates.
And then they always say, too, that right when motherfuckers retire, they die within a year.
Because you stop fucking moving, bro. You gotta keep on staying fucking active, bro. I remember when we used to be on the road, bro. You'd be out there exploring like a motherfucker. I'd be asleep, and then I'd see a message from fucking Ivan and you shaking snow out of trees and shit. Just fucking doing shit, You've always been that dude that fucking goes and explores and finds shit and does shit.
Like going out, cocksucker.
And that's the fucking thing, bro. Like, a lot of motherfuckers just fucking seclude themselves and fucking, start deteriorating. Dude,
then once you do that, it's the beginning of the end.
It's the beginning of the fucking end, bro. And I realized I couldn't exercise because of my shoulder. Now that it's better, I'm back in the fucking gym.
And you know what it is too? A lot of people do. They go like, I used to look good when I was young in high school, and those were those days. And now I'm an older man. I'm raising a family. And
fuck that
too, dog.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You ever run into somebody from high school just recently?
That let themselves go all the fucking
I ran into
time.
2 fucking buffaloes at CVS the other day.
Buffaloes.
I was like, what? I thought I was fat,
They were
dog.
wearing that large 3XT, the long one.
Dude, that shit wasn't 3X. Well, that shit must have had to be fucking 5X.
5Xs.
I could not believe it, dog.
Damn, are you gonna pick
like
out
Big Pun big?
Yes, dog.
You're
disgustingly big. Dog.
You're picking out for Thanksgiving?
Of course, dog. It's Thanksgiving, dog. We gotta give respect to Columbus.
No, fuck Columbus. It's Columbus.
Columbus had nothing to do with Thanksgiving.
In this house, Columbus is an Italian American hero. Where's the story?
I'm not cooking a turkey, bro.
Tofurkey?
I'm not. I don't like turkey.
Why, fool?
I don't like turkey, bro. I'm gonna make a ham and a chicken.
Oh, that's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna brine a chicken, and I'm gonna fucking cook me a chicken. Fucking put that bitch in the oven, and then I'm gonna fucking.
Is that gonna be enough for everybody?
And then a big ass ham.
That's true.
It's gonna be ham and chicken and all kinds of sides.
What kind of ham do you get? The ham that covered up in aluminum foil in a supermarket, or the canned ham?
No, I get
Or
the
honey baked.
I got it at
thing.
Sprouts. I got it at Sprouts, and it's in aluminum foil. It is in aluminum foil.
And I had a homegirl that used to work
In a
at honey
can.
How's ham, bro? Like
No, I've eaten that shit out of a
Mando
can.
makes ham taste like candy, but I know it's canned ham.
Sure.
But What do you do with it? You roast it? What's the best way to eat ham? You're gonna eat ham.
So basically, you gotta heat it up. It's already cooked. You're just heating the fucking piece of meat up, right?
It's good.
And you can just put it in the oven with whatever the fuck you want to fucking see. There's people put pineapples, people put cloves.
Because you know what the trick is at honey baked ham? All they do is put in a big Ziploc with water and brown sugar.
They brine it with the brown sugar, yeah.
And then you can do it again at your pad and you know. That's
I'm gonna try that shit. That's probably that'll probably be delicious,
Fuck
bro.
Yeah, it's bomb.
Because I'm gonna brine the chicken tonight. I'll probably brine this motherfucker with brown sugar.
You're doing all the cooking?
Dude, I'm a good cook, homie. Like I can't look when my chick tries to
put my
cook.
foot
We
in
should get
it.
together and collide, eh?
Hey, bro, I think I'm a good. No, I remember your chilaquiles were fucking bomb, bro. You still tearing up huevo?
Hell yeah, bro.
Do you eat egg?
No, I made
No, he
tofu
doesn't eat
eggs.
it. We make tofu.
She loves the chilaquiles too.
They're the best.
Dude, those are
That's
the
how I
fucking
make them
best.
now.
El pato sauce, people.
Is that what? Yeah, I bought some. Dude, I bought some the other fuck. I was gonna make chilaquiles and I never used it. And for some reason, I thought about you and I got the
It's
fucking
good, huh?
spicy el pato sauce.
It's good.
Fucking badass.
I like the
bro.
jalapeno one, though.
Bro, I remember you still eat chorizo, bro. One time I went to your house. You
I
had
eat chorizo.
Chorizo maker?
No, you had a big ass one like this, dog.
I had a Costco chorizo, bro.
No, bro, I even saw it, had a heart attack, bro. It was this big.
You slice it,
dog.
fucking sandwich
It was
slices
like
with
this, dog.
Yuck.
It was like he makes patties,
Ese
dog.
chorizo casi acaba, raza.
Bro, all
Chorizo burger, dog.
all he had was that big ass chorizo, that carton of eggs that fucking huevo man sells. Huevos!
That's a single
Yeah.
man's refrigerator
And
right
a
there.
pack of tortillas, bro.
Oh my
And
god.
There was no more
Breakfast
tortillas.
of
There was no more
champions,
tortillas, bro. There was one crunchy one, like
Sticking out of the
it was
wrapper.
sticking out, bro.
Who you feeding, Beowulf?
And a big tapatio too, that was from the same place.
Bro, it was a tiny ass apartment, right? It was tiny, like little as fuck. When I lived over there in this place in Wilmington, right off the freeway, and fucking hey, bro, it was tiny, but the fucking chorizo was giant, bro. That's why I think it looked bigger, because the place was so fucking small. It made it look that
place
much
by
fucking
Denny's?
bigger. Yes, right behind
By
Denny's.
the golf course, right?
Yes,
We
right
took
by
Vinny
the golf course.
over there one day and he slept the whole day.
Probably.
He was coming down, dog.
I used to hate when I would buy the chorizo, bro, and it had like a little bone or something.
Oh, that's,
Oh, that fucking pisses me off, dog.
you're fucking chewing and you're like,
Or you almost
or-
fuck
or-
up a tooth with that shit, dude.
Or a bologna.
Ugh.
dude, did you see the fucking illegal bologna they
They
fucking
seized
got
at
at
the border?
bro?
Let it fucking, who gives a fuck, dude?
I don't know how many pounds of illegal bologna.
It was
bro.
frozen.
Where
They
they
took
from? El Salvador?
Mexico, bro. They
They
were
were
fucking
smuggling
smuggling bologna, dog.
This
Like-
bologna?
Yeah.
Bologna,
But you can't
homie.
bring over meats from another country because they have certain diseases and shit.
Yeah. Well,
customs
bologna,
and
but
agriculture.
So
certain,
machaca.
bro.
Dry.
They'll let you have a little. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the bologna
Not
they
to
fucking
sell.
Yeah.
To the public,
And they're over there
yeah.
probably making sandwiches, tortas out of that
Has to
shit.
go
They don't
through
give a
a
fuck.
Bro, that's
They smuggle
fucking-
in those raw cheeses and stuff too. The really
good.
expensive
Caseque.
ones that aren't pasteurized, and then
Panela.
those are illegal too.
Stinky
Yeah.
feet
Panela,
cheese.
Bro, you know, in Sonora, where
Not
we're
just Mexico,
from,
like Italy and stuff.
Yeah.
they have these little chiles, right? These little circles.
Piquín?
They're called
Piquíns?
chiltepines,
okay.
right?
The red.
They're
The
cousins.
red.
That's what Kuka was growing
Yeah.
outside. You touch them and you're
Bro, they're expensive if you want to buy these. They grow wild over there where my parents
Yeah.
are
Let's
from.
grow them over here, dog.
Bro,
What are we doing, dog?
Hooter had like
They're
a little.
hot,
They're
dude.
good.
They're
All you need
hot.
is a little bit. All
Well,
you
that's
need
the
is a
thing about
little bit.
habaneros. It's real hot, but está sabroso.
You just need a little bit, yeah, the
Yeah,
chiltepinas. Yeah, but dude, I saw the bologna thing and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? We got fentanyl coming in here. We got coke coming in here. But thank God these fuckers got this killer bologna off the street.
That's
Go fuck
what they
yourself.
did. They sent those fools in first, and then they passed the fentanyl.
There you
People
go.
are killing each other right now in Mexico for avocados.
Avocados. It's the new green gold.
Yeah.
In Michoacan. There's that fucking, it's the new fucking.
Cartels trying to control avocados now.
Bro, what the fuck is weed's legal?
we're going legit.
Times are changing, dog.
Avocados are expensive, bro.
They are. They fucking are. And
Like $5 for
Well,
a good one,
yeah,
right?
because there was a crop problem. Wasn't there a problem with the crops in Mexico?
I heard there was a problem with the water and the soil.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well-
there was a problem with the crops that reduced
'Cause
the
of
supply,
pesticides.
and then that created a black market.
they've got fucking people at the farm with fucking AKs right now guarding the goddamn avocado crop, bro. Just like back in the day on Narcos Mexico, guarding the fields. Aguacates and bologna, bro. The new goddamn tools of the trade.
Let's be seasoned water, bro.
I think
Mexico
like
has always been
$3.50.
hardcore like that. Like, there's been stories of like a kid jumping over and stealing a fucking chabacan, and they'll
bro.
kill you, dude. They don't fuck around.
I know that
over
coffee is protected like that now too, though. Cocoa beans.
Yeah, dude. Because
These motherfuckers are killing me with these goddamn fucking comments, bro.
What happened, though?
Bro count is at 82.
we're
Green
broing,
gold, raza.
we're broing like Willie right now, dog. My bro.
You know what, Raza?
Of reality, el pato. Dude, these motherfuckers, bro count at 67.
Somebody said I want Martin to be my father, bro.
He already has a son, eh?
And they pilgrim festivity. Dude, these motherfuckers are witty, bro.
Hey.
Fucking Felipe just went all Tekashi 6ix9ine online.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, dude, your fans are fucking witty, homie.
They're one joke wonders.
What's up? Oh, look at that. What's up, Mega Man? Always manages to get himself in there, in the mix.
What's up, Mega Man? Chingo Bling is trying to get booked in Atlanta at the Punchline.
He's not in Atlanta. Mario is.
No, but Chingo Bling is trying to get booked.
Oh, I thought you were
At
telling
the
Mega
Punchline?
Man.
Dude, Chingo Bling is fucking killing it right now, isn't he?
I sent him the information for Marcy.
What's up, fool man?
What up?
What was that last week? Modesto?
Napa?
No, Napa.
Oh, we
And
were here
Seattle.
last week, huh?
No, we weren't here last week. No.
We were in Modesto.
No, wait, we were
We
here
were
last week, but not the week before. Yeah.
We were in Modesto with
We had the
and
psychic class.
Ceres.
Ceres. Ceres series, eh? Fucking crazy ass shit. I was telling my mom the other day that I'm the Santo Niño de Wilmas. Because you know they got the Santo Niño de Atocha. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, Zacatecas.
Okay, no, bro.
The
He's
fool with the lamp, right?
Atocha. You know where Atocha is, right?
Where is it, Spain?
In Spain.
Atocha, like came with a lamp, right?
But they brought
Yeah.
him from Spain there.
They brought him from
Yeah.
Spain to Zacatecas, yes.
Fresnillo, Zacatecas.
So now, so the Santo
Lateros.
Niño, bro, I went down a crazy rabbit hole, homie. So I said, because I'm like, because you know the baby Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows the baby Jesus. And then
So
I'm
what's
saying,
going on with them right
who's
now?
Santo Niño, right? Who's Santo Niño, right? And so then I said, is it the same Jesus or
Same
what the
kid.
fuck? So but he's a teenager. He's like 12. And so in
little hat?
So in the Virgen de Atocha, the Virgen de Atocha in Atocha, Spain, so there's a place in Spain, was sitting there with a kid, right? And when the Muslims, the Moors came and conquered Spain, they locked up all the Christian men. And in order to be able to kill them and get away with it, they said only kids, little boys under the age of 13 can bring these motherfuckers food. And if they didn't have a kid, nobody could visit them and bring them food, so they would starve. And apparently this kid, the women went to go pray to the fucking Virgen de Atocha and said, hey man, don't let my man die. And the little kid came off of the Virgen and walked to the prison, and his fucking basket of bread never went empty, and his fucking thing of water never got fucking empty. And so he fucking kept these people alive. So he's the guy that the prisoners pray to. The Santo Niño is the guy that the presos, the inmates pray to, right? And then people got trapped in a mine. Homeboy showed up, and they knew it was him because when they looked at the sandals on the goddamn statue, they were full of mud, dude. And so then I'm like, fucking hey, that's the Santo. I never knew the Santo Niño story, but then fucking on Google, you realize there's a Santo Niño de Cebu, which is a place in the Philippines. And the Filipinos to this day have this Santo Niño that one of the goddamn explorers brought, and he's the same color as the Filipinos. So now you got the Santo Niño de Cebu dressed like the Santo Niño de Atocha, but with a different color robe and fucking still looking
Handing out
upward.
lumpia.
Homie. And then there's a Santo Niño
In
de
Ireland.
Prague.
Oh, Prague?
Santo Niño de Prague,
Home
bro.
of the
There's
International Court.
Spreading the
all
gospel.
kinds of Santo. They never thought there was going to be an internet and we were going to connect all these goddamn Santo Niños and shit, right? Dude, I was just like, what the fuck? So I was telling my mom, I said, she's got Alzheimer's. And I go, hey, Mom, well, you know the Santo Niño? And she goes, oh, sí, muy bonito. He's very, very beautiful. And I go, yeah, I'm a Santo Niño too. And she goes, cállate, tú eres un diablo. Shut up, you're a devil. And I go, no, Mom. And she says, ¿dónde eres Santo Niños? Where are you a Santo Niño from? And I go, well, me and the Santo Niño de Atocha used to play marbles when I was a little kid. And God made me the Santo Niño de Wilmington. And my mom just starts fucking laughing
You're
and
lying,
at me.
dog.
I swear to God, she forgot everything, but she still loves her saints and the religion, and she thinks I'm going to hell. She thinks I'm going to hell for saying that I'm a Santo Niño, bro.
Santo Niño de Wilmitas.
Santo Niño de Wilmitas, homie. Yeah, she thinks it's blasphemy.
Because if you go to Zacatecas, you go to Fresnillo, and you go to Plateros, there's all these pictures, all these like little drawings, and all these like letters, dude, by hand of miracles he created, like people, like miners that fell through a shaft.
He's the miners and prisoners.
He was paralyzed. He pulled him out, and they went to go pray for him and prayed to him, his wife and his kids, and then that next day the dude's walking.
Dude, the Santo Niño was a motherfucker.
It's a force over there.
Now they have like all these images of him, bro. And when you see him, some of them he's crying, dog. He's crying blood. And he's got all these gold chains. He looks like a narco Santo Niño, bro. He's like got gold chains and all these fucking outfits, bro. They gave
him like that little platinum tejana.
Dude, they pimped him out, the Santo Niño, bro.
Santo Niño, raza.
Are you looking him
I'm
up?
trying to find one in Ireland, bro.
Oh, no, I don't know about the Ireland
The
one. I know
Santo
the Prague.
Leprechaun.
Santo Leprechaun.
He hands out soap.
I think like also the artists in those regions too had a big hand in creating the images of a lot of these, like in the during the Renaissance,
Right.
During different periods of time.
And
They create the images that people
Santo Niño de
consider.
Cebu, bro.
And
That's
the
the
one in the
Filipino.
Philippines, they made him a little
And
brown.
Santo
And
Niño de Ireland.
bring them in.
Yeah, you make them like what.
Santo Niño de Ireland right here, bro.
Because
found
those
them?
are the stories you tell.
The
your
Feast of Santo Niño 2020.
kids and
Everyone
their
invited to
kids.
attend.
Wow. I'm telling you, dude, there's a ton of Santo Niños, and they all resemble the people of that region.
Yeah.
It's the Virgen
makes
de Guadalupe.
sense.
They turned her brown.
Well,
And it's like, hey, listen to
that's
this
a
chick.
Virgen de Tonantzin that was over there in that hill in Mexico City.
Tonantzin wasn't a Virgen. It was
Well,
Mamá Tonantzin.
Right, and then the one that se le apareció a Juan Diego.
Right. So so where they built that Tepeyac, where
Yeah,
they
there
built
you
the
go.
basilica, that was where they worshipped Tonantzin.
Yeah, they just don't make burritos there, dog.
Yeah, dog.
And think about like Tepeyac. Think about what that means. Oh, we're going to Tepeyac. Like they brought that shit in. They'll remember that fucking name.
Oh, 100%,
It's like, dude,
bro.
all that shit works, bro.
Oh, of course it works.
Ingrained in culture like
Hey,
a
listen.
fucking.
That's why
Go ahead.
No, that's why we're celebrating Thanksgiving right now.
Exactly. What are you gonna say?
I know, but Thanksgiving's kind of fallen away though lately. People are more conscious of what happened.
But if it wasn't for everything that happened, we wouldn't be here right now.
That's true. That's a lot. That's
you know what I
another.
mean?
That's one of the arguments.
It's
people
like when
make.
they get rid of the statues, are you
I
really
mean,
gonna get rid of
things
racism?
change. I know. I mean,
you
things change and
But
things. And
The
that's-
evolution of.
Not saying that you'd get rid of racism. I think that people just want to stop revering people that maybe everybody should shine a light, like Gandhi.
Well, all that
over
stuff that's been coming out lately?
Yeah, over there in Africa, they took down the Gandhi statues.
Well, you
and
see
then-
the stuff that he actually
Oh,
teaches,
yeah.
that Africans weren't capable of.
They took Gandhi statues off?
Yeah,
They're
down
not-
in
now that's
Africa,
pretty
this one.
extreme because, I know, a lot of the
But he's
Indians,
always Gandhi's had some. He's got a lot of stuff in his past.
supposedly
man.
the pedophile too.
Well,
right?
he slept with his granddaughter for many years,
What the
nude,
fuck?
Yes,
nude,
dude.
because he wanted to test his celibacy and train himself to be more celibate by sleeping next to temptation. And I'm like,
It's
your fucking
ridiculous.
granddaughter is
That's
your
what I'm
temptation.
saying, dude.
It's so nasty. And she was like, I think 11 when she started sleeping with him, maybe younger. And then I think he did it with another granddaughter again. But
Bro,
yeah,
that's like I told you guys about the
Everybody's
Speedo Guru, right?
the speedo.
yeah, the
guru?
fucking
Yeah.
the Bikram Yogam dude.
Oh, that.
No,
yeah.
no,
Not that-
not the
another-
Bikram guy. There's another dude, bro. This
God
guy.
damn, how many are they, dog?
Bro, this guy's still going. I thought I told you guys the last time I was here. Bro, fucking Speedo Guru. This motherfucker, bro, had a cult in the 1980s, and he's still going strong today. They haven't taken him down. The Speedo Guru.
Oh, no.
This fucking guy was an actor.
Crusher?
This guy was an actor. He was on Rosemary's Baby with his claim to fame, right? He only had one scene, right?
Yeah.
And then he ended up, his documentary is on Netflix también. And this fool fucking started a cult, right?
Not the guy, the Indian guy in Portland, the Portland area,
I think he might be. Was it the Portland area? No, I don't think it was. But it
where
was
they
here in
took over,
California.
basically took the government over. Oh,
No.
okay.
You're talking about
I forget
Wild
that guy's
Country
name.
in
Yeah,
Oregon.
yeah, that guy.
Yeah, no. This
guy
dude
looks like Felipe.
This dude was rolling around. Yeah, that was Osho.
Osho.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this fool was like this gay dude, right? And he would like say, okay, you have to come and I'm gonna do psychotherapy on you, right? And then he'd tell them, hey, let me know your past and your secrets and all. And people would pay him $50, right? And these guys were straight. They were in the cult. And he'd start start, and so he knew what their weaknesses was, and so when they'd come back, he'd fucking tell them, okay, the therapy is going to be more effective if you're naked, right?
Damn.
And next thing you know, he's boning these guys, right? And then they're like, hey, dude, no, I don't want this shit. And he's like,
I'm already inside, dog.
bro, and he's like, okay, you have a blockage from your past that's not allowing you to receive this.
How do you slip it in like that?
Bro,
Like,
he was fucking all them dudes, and they're all straight, bro. These motherfuckers gave up like 40 years of their life, right, to this dude, and his cult's still in Hawaii.
This is on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
It's called Speedo, or that's in the title
Well,
somewhere?
if you Google Speedo Guru, you'll find this guy.
Okay.
But the documentary is
basically
called
raping these motherfuckers.
Holy Hell. It's called Holy Hell. And,
No pun intended.
And the dude, bro, this motherfucker was like this pretty dude. He's always in a Speedo, just walking around, and he'd touch people on the forehead, and they'd feel the fucking, you know, like when motherfuckers get slain in the spirit, same shit.
Damn, fool.
Bro, this fool was fucking getting it in, bro, and telling them, don't tell nobody, you're the only one that this is, because I feel a connection to you.
Like my grandma.
Dude, and he's fucking boning all these straight dudes and telling them not to have sex with women, and they listened to this guy. They all fucking worked for this guy. They literally sacrificed their entire life. There's this one family had 3 kids, and all 3 of the kids joined the fucking cult, bro. The dude, they say that he was a failed actor who created the role of a lifetime. He would do these elaborate ballets because he was a ballet dancer, and they'd only perform them once and just for each other. But it was like a full-on production, all these fucking production things that he did. And now he's in fucking Hawaii recruiting at yoga studios. Motherfuckers are still fucking hooking him up, bro.
So they never got him on rape charges or anything like that?
Never watched this.
Never.
Really?
Never. The dude, because the dudes did it willingly.
You're watching great shows, bro. I'm here watching reruns of Green Acres for the first time.
Oh, I fucking already watched fucking Cobra Kai 2 times, dog.
Nice.
Did you watch second season yet?
Yes.
Oh.
I can't wait for the
Badass,
third
huh?
one.
It's
I'm fucking waiting. I'm like,
what a
God
great
damn.
fucking show that is.
Oh my god.
I haven't made it through
dude.
season 1 yet. It's kind of hard for me.
Really?
I'm about to get me a Firebird, dog.
Brr, an IROC. When you were a little kid, did you like cars? You always want a nice car?
I did. I you know what? When I was a kid, I think about back to being a kid. I just wanted any car, homie.
That's
I
what
wanted
I'm
a
saying. I just
car.
wanted to drive.
I just wanted to drive, and they'd be like, "Oh no, but that's a shitty car." There's no such thing as a shitty car. A car's a car. You know, you just want a car. You know, I mean, now kids don't want to drive anymore. Motherfuckers are like, fuck that.
Oh,
you
Yeah,
know?
Isaac is 15 and he has no interest in like taking his permit test. I was so
That's
excited.
weird.
I couldn't even wait to
Yeah.
jet.
Yeah, dude. No, kids today, they're like, fuck it. I don't want to drive. They
No.
have different priorities.
Yeah.
They say that
Priorities, Raza.
They say that they say that millennials travel way more than baby boomers and Generation Xers combined. They spend their money on that. They don't want like an apartment and a car and
Yeah.
a this. They'd rather take their money and get experiences out of it.
Yeah, that's why I think the suburbs are going to eventually fall away and then people are just going to want to live in apartments.
Shit, they're gonna
'Cause-
fuck around and end up with that Speedo guru.
In a commune, homie. Bro, I saw this guy and I'm like, I could start a cult.
Easy.
Fuck yeah. Let's start a cult.
The Code Podcast.
Bro, we look pretty goddamn cult leader-ish. Look at us. We just put some goddamn fucking robes on y vámonos, cabrón.
Start giving
damn.
advice and compliments all day.
We just fucking smoke. Smoking.
My son's a drug addict. He is not a drug addict, man. The world has taken over his mind.
There you go.
He's a nice man. I seen him draw. I don't know what he's drawing, but he draws.
Bro, this motherfucker would tell people they had to get the knowing. You have to get the and then he'd take them into the woods, bro. And all these people would be like, he'd be like, this is gonna kill you, eh? There's this chick, and
He'll
she
take him to the woods.
And this chick was like, I was so
A
ready.
girl?
Yeah, there was girls and guys in the cult.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, I had done everything. And I was ready to receive the knowing. And then when I went to have my meeting with him, he looked at me and he said, "You're not ready."
It was really
It's not her fault. It's my fault.
I brought you too soon.
I brought you too soon, eh?
Bro, I had a heart attack when that
did.
motherfucker said, "You're not ready."
There's an older fool in the back there.
You should have called me. You should have said.
Steamy.
You should have said me aha.
Bro, when you watch it, you're gonna die, bro. When he tells that
Fucking
chick she's
shit,
not ready,
Was she not-
and they just wanted the knowing, bro.
Was she
They
not
wanted to get
attractive?
the knowing. No, she was
but
attractive,
she's
but
a
he didn't.
girl.
But he wasn't interested in girls. He was just interested in dudes, bro. And then
But
he told-
anybody was welcome to join, though? Is that how
Anybody.
she-
Diving asshole.
It sounds like he's the guy, the pervert neighbor from a Family Guy.
dude.
Yeah,
Giggity.
because I had a gay neighbor. I told you that he was always interested in hanging out with the teenage boys
say
that
Lisa
were
for
my
ice cream.
friends. But yeah, I had to go buy the sodas.
Here's 20
Yeah,
bucks.
I got
Take your
sent to buy
time.
sodas all the time.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Get
And
something good for you.
And I didn't get it. I was like, why can't I go ride? Like I want
They
to.
don't have it that store. They have it in the farther store.
Motherfuckers are manipulative like that.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Bro, the knowing, eh? He would tell this. He would tell people that
He's
wanted
so
to leave.
annoying, eh?
People that wanted to leave, he's like, I had a conversation with God.
Hilarious.
And he
Jim
told
Jones
me,
and shit.
He told me that it's, I don't know how to say this, but it's time for you to die. But I spoke to God, and we made an arrangement. And as long as you're under my tutelage, you'll be protected.
Hilarious.
But if you go out there, I won't be able to help you. You're just going to be vulnerable to the world. So as long as you stay here and do service to the whatever the fuck they were called, you'll be okay. Dude, this guy, and they
damn.
believe that you couldn't Google shit.
Fuck, I'm
back
dumb
then.
and shit, but I would never fall for that shit.
You never know, homie. These motherfuckers.
Fool, would you guys fall for that shit?
They might
But
give
the
you
thing
cool
is,
t-shirts, bro.
it takes. But it takes
How
a
many
long.
applications have you filled out in the airport?
Oh, bro, but those,
You fall for that.
bro,
Backpack.
everybody gets Adidas and hoodies.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
but it takes time. It happens over time. It doesn't happen right away like that. You get brainwashed, and especially if you're sent over there young. If you grow
you're
up in
young
it,
there, yeah.
if you grow up in it, it's all you know. It's way easier to be brought in and believe that.
So
stuff.
there was a guy who had gone to film school, and he had just graduated, and this is the 80s, right? And he comes out to his mom and tells her that he's gay, and the mom kicks him out of the house. There was no fucking, no support back then. And so she kicks him out, and the guy's like lost, and then he ends up finding this dude, and he's documenting, which is phenomenal because he's got all the footage from fucking 85 until he actually confronted him in Hawaii. Now that he's there.
Wow.
But he's got all
He's
the
the one that made the
footage.
movie,
He's the
okay.
one that made the documentary. And so you see like all these people that were former members telling what they recollect. So you see them now, but you also see the footage of them when they were young. And there was this one dude, and he's sitting there and he's like, I don't regret anything. I sacrificed my 20s and lost my 30s and my 40s, and now I'm 50, but it made me who I am today. And then he just breaks down crying, bro, because he realizes that's his whole fucking life that he spent in service to this guy.
Burned him out.
Bro.
Broken.
But this guy documented it all. He would do videos to recruit. He would do videos to sell shit to support the cult. And they would say they're not a cult. They're just this group of people that found something good, and that they would train because after Waco went down and they busted them, this guy got paranoid. So he'd have meetings with them, and he trained them in case the FBI showed up of what they should say. So they would have these interrogations, these fake interrogations of shit that went down.
Crazy.
Fuck, oh dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Fucking check it out. Holy hell.
But before we get out of here, but it's like Scientology though. It draws in people who are weaker, who are in a vulnerable state, or who
Cholos.
well, like in Scientology, they're here. They start in Hollywood. You know how many insecure people are in Hollywood looking for answers, looking for something, and it's
Guidance,
guidance, reaching out for something, and there's nobody here. They all come alone. And you get sucked into something like that. But
they literally got sucked in.
Anyway, let's.
I gotta watch that, man. That sounds
Yeah, I'm
funny.
gonna look
Crazy,
that up.
dog.
Speedo Guru,
What's
homie.
up, fool?
Damn.
You're not ready. And on that note, Martin Moreno, where's that show again? The show's coming up?
Ceres on the 20th of December. Morris Plains, New Jersey on the 4th of January. Chicago the 2nd of January. And Iowa City on the 31st. All those shows are myself and Yehuda Moreno from the Yo 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 podcast. Go to martinmoreno.com for shows in 2020 as well. Felipe, thank you for having me, brother. Really fucking appreciate
We love having you, bro. You're the man.
Yeah.
You guys
What's
thank you
up,
to all of you
fool?
guys.
Oh, man, you're a plethora of information, man.
Stand up live in December.
Phoenix.
December 27, 28.
29th and 31st.
Thursday too?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No, it's 27,
no,
28, 29, and no show on 30, and I come back 31st.
That's what I said.
Yeah, 27, 28, 29, and doing 31st.
Right.
Well, we have a free day, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go to Sedona, do some shrooms. What's up, fool?